Hiya, welcome to JT Gaming. I'm JT, and let's get right into this. So today is the first edition of Tiberium Thursdays, and on Tiberium Thursdays we review games purely from the Tiberium League. And the first play we're going to review is called Alarak. Okay, so if you do enjoy the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and take part in the poll at the end of the video where you can give your ratings, and I'll give mine at the end of the video as well. It will be between Command Pro, Commander, Command Meh, Commander, and Command No. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. Okay, so the first game we're going to watch today is between Alarak and Sambuca. Let's take a look and see how he does. We'll be watching from Alarak's perspective. Okay, so we see he opens with a Harvester, and he's going to open into an infantry squad to do his scouting. And now he sees he's got some wheels, so he's going to need to bring out some missile squads. And he's brought out a second pair of wheels, so for Alarak to deal with this, he's going to need to double team with more missile squads. Or alternatively, could have gone into War Factory and waited for a pit bull. However, Sambuca does wisely back away, knowing that he will get killed by those missile squads. And now we see a chem buggy coming out. These will be killing our missile squads very easily. But he does respond with a pit bull, which is appropriate, because they'll deal with that as well. And now we see a stealth tank, which is going to be problematic for the type of deck that we have. Thankfully, we do have a couple of beefy units in our deck, such as the APC, and surprisingly, the drones will not get killed out by one volley from a stealth tank because of the amount of units in that squad. You'll usually leave one left over. And he manages to just get this first missile, very well played. So far we're seeing Alarak countering very well. And he's already seeing those mutants coming, so brings out a militant squad to attack them. Sorry, an infantry squad. However, those mutant marauders will do significant damage to our pit bulls, so we need to make sure that we are protecting them, which Alarak is doing very well. This is a great example of how to micro effectively. The stealth tank will take care of our pit bull. However, once they've lost those missiles, the stealth tank is actually quite flimsy. We need to get something onto the other pad as soon as possible at this point. He is so close to charging that missile. Thankfully, he kills that chem buggy, and this is some really effective body blocking that's going to win him the match. Well played, Alarak. Okay, so let's go on into our next game. Okay, so the second game we're going to watch is between Alarak and Havoc. Let's take a look. Again, we'll be watching from Alarak's perspective. Okay, so it's opening with the Harvester as is usual for him, and I would suspect he's probably going to open with infantry. Okay, he's going for the missile squads. Probably expecting some wheels, which he does find. And he's going to bring out some more missile squads to double team these wheels, as you've seen him do in the past. And okay, yep, so this is really good. And the way he's placing them on the pad is good, because that means he can't be double teamed by the by the wheels very easily. However, he does bring out a flame trooper, which will handily deal with our flame troopers, with our missile squads, sorry. And the drones are an appropriate counter, because they're non-soft, non-hard to the wheels, and the flame troopers cannot get to them. And he is delaying this missile quite well while he tries to clear the pads. A very good turret placement as well. It looks like he's going to take this first missile. Well done, good play. However, we do see the stealth tank come out, which will deal with our drones, although we will leave one unit standing from a full volley. Okay, so although while the stealth tank doesn't kill the drones in one hit, it, it does render them effectively useless with just one drone left. But that can still hold a pad and cause a loss for the opponent. Okay, so now we need to get the drone onto the second pad, or get the pitbull onto the second pad to stop it from going off for our opponent. That was very close. And you can see that the opponent is microing around that stealth tank because he's trying to stop him from shooting his missiles, which unfortunately for the opponent he does. Because he'd rather use that on the Orca. We need to get that onto the other pad as soon as possible. However, the opponent does take this missile. Okay, so we see an APC come out, and this is quite a beefy unit. Once that's on the pad, it will be hard to shift. And it will take care of the air units as well. We get the APC onto the second pad. The stealth tanks do deal quite a bit of damage to our APCs. And because he's got the flame troopers in place already, if he manages to destroy that APC, the flame trooper will take care of the squad left behind. And that is a lovely placement for the obelisk. I'm not a massive fan of obelisks in general in this game, but that is a good place for it on this particular map. It is quite effective, unless someone is targeting the obelisk to destroy it as soon as possible, which is what happens. I really think that Alarak's deck needs more anti-infantry. I would personally replace the APC with something like the Shockwave Trooper, because the APC, although it's beefy, we have anti-air in our missile squads and our pitbulls, and it is anti-infantry, but it's not the best anti-infantry. It doesn't do it as quick as we'd like in some scenarios. And the drones, again, aren't that effective, and unfortunately we do lose this match. I don't think there's anything that Alarak in this match did particularly wrong. I think it's more that our deck just wasn't quite optimal for this matchup. And Havoc did play this game really well. Anyway, let's go on into our third and final game. Okay, so on to our third and final game. It's going to be Alarak versus Bandito, and it looks like this is a tournament rules match, so this should be quite interesting. Let's take a look and see what happens. So watching from Alarak's perspective again, and this time we're seeing him play with a nod deck. So he opens at the half, so like we usually see him do, and he's going for a Wills to scout. Okay, so he runs into Militant, which Wills will be easily taken care of because it's a unit advantage. And he's gone for a second set of Wills, probably to get more pad control on different pads. And he's going to go after the other infantry. I don't know where the opponent decided to use more infantry. He's probably saving up for his mutant marauders. Oh, he's actually just gone for drones. Okay, so they will take care of our Wills. Sorry, not of our, yeah, of our Wills, and our bikes will take care of the drones quite easily. Not a massive fan of drones. They're quite flimsy units that are easily countered. I mean, laser squads will destroy them, and so will bikes quite easily. However, 2v1 they will do quite some damage to vehicles. However, it does look like at this point that we are going to see Alarak take the first missile, which he does. And now we see the Marauders on board, and this is going to be difficult for Alarak to shift, because his anti-infantry is mostly um, vehicles. However, we do have the Fanatics. Now, it'll be interesting to see how this unit plays. I haven't had much experience with this unit yet. And we can see the Fanatics giving boosts. However, uh, it's not that significant in the matchups that are happening right now. But later on, in different matchups, they will be much more significant. I'm actually quite excited to try out Fanatics myself some point soon. And we see more drones out there, which are, again, not going to be great matchups here for Bandito. Okay, we're stalling out the missile. We need to get our unit onto the other pad now. Okay, so we're just going to see some body blocking here, most likely. Yes, which we do, and Alarak takes the game. Well played, Alarak. We're seeing some very good body blocking from Alarak and good micro. And his matchups are just generally high quality. So the rating that I'm going to give Alarak is Command Pro. We've seen throughout his games he is very effective at microing, and his turret placement earlier for body blocking and stuff like that was really good as well. Anyway, more important for my ratings are yours, so please take part in my poll, which is at the top right of the video. Anyway, hope you guys have a good one.